mid-range, and were they to launch that where their only competition is 12 gigabyte 4070s, I mean, I think it could really make a splash. Probably still will, probably still launch before the 5070, so whatever. But do you think it's a missed opportunity?
Well, I mean, they're playing catch-up, really, with RDNA 4, because 4000 series was solid in terms of actual performance gains. RDNA 3 wasn't so much. So,
well, it was good for a generation. It just wasn't as good as Lovelace. I mean, I've seen worse generations.
I mean, RDNA 2 was really good. I liked what they did with that.
Well,
that was
really massively good.
It was huge. And then, it's kind of like they're playing catch-up. But, I mean, it's up to them. Again, AMD's going with the AI focus as well, where business is, where money is. So it's like, am I sad that gamers are getting left behind? Especially it's sad, right? We're the guys who, the enthusiasts who built these companies up, and then it's like they're turning their backs kind of in ways. But I mean, could AMD release RDNA 4? Yeah, but is it the most profitable option for them to do so? It's like, no, that's clearly, otherwise they would have done it. So you just basically in a game of cat and mouse, where the mouse is the money and the cat's AMD. Same with NVIDIA.
Or NVIDIA, yeah. I'm curious. So, the last time you were on, we talked about RDNA 4. The rumor was it hasn't changed. If anything, become more solidified. 7900 XT to, 4080 performance, somewhere around there. Probably $600, I would guess. Not because why make it 500 if it's that good? It seems like it has better ray tracing than I expected, but we'll have to see.
So what's this for? Sorry, which card?
This would be what the 8800 XT is.
Okay, at least it's 7900 XT. Sorry,
like stronger than that.
Okay,
do you think? Because the GPU market just seems to be in such a weird place right now, where it's gotten so much more expensive. There's so much disillusionment with gamers. I mean, you said it. You feel like they're kind of turning their back to gamers. Were the 8800 XT, which I assume is what they would call it, not 8700 XT, just so they can charge 600. Were that to be a 4080 for $600, let's just make it an easy hypothetical. Just straight up, it's a 4080 in everything. It does. How big of a difference do you think that could make to AMD's market share next year?
The 8800 XT.
I assume that's what it will be called. I don't know.
So you're talking about their mid-range kind of card that's meant to be...
Yeah, and I don't think they'll have a high end. This is just kind of a 5700 XT and RX 580 situation, except
I mean, that's
probably
traditionally where I really like AMD cards too. If we look at the 6700 XT, I really like that card. 6600, AMD knows these are our cards that can sell really well. So let's focus on those. As opposed to the profit-mongering high-end cards, you've got to have the rest of the base there. You've got to have that kick-ass architecture to begin with. And I don't know, man. With the 8800 XT, it's a wait and see, because what are we going to get from it realistically? Are we going to get a more of an RDNA 3 formula or more of an RDNA 2
Well, it's
formula?
monolithic. So, and I know someone who has the PS5 Pro right now, and they are testing it. And this is kind of the console version of that die, The clock's slower, cut down a little bit to make it more economical, but it's RDNA 4, and he's telling me that he's getting above 4070 performance and ray tracing above anything RDNA 3 can do, and really he's impressed so far. Really impressed. This goes. Let's just leave it. Well, I'll say it actually too, because he's said this publicly. It's NX Gamer. Has said publicly in a video that he's getting about 4070 super performance with greater than
percentage increase over the PS5 though. What are we talking?
Oh God, that's a lot stronger. I mean, I'd say the PS5 was about a 6700. So I mean, let's just. And this is kind of
because wasn't it 60 to 80% or something? Digital Foundries, or I haven't researched it much with the PS5 Pro.
Well, I think the specs are misleading too, because it is a new architecture, so it's not just as simple as teraflops or something.
Yeah, and the clock.
But he's getting about 80 to 90% more raw performance in ray tracing. That is, he says, better than anything he's seen with any RDNA 3. So I mean, that surprises me. I didn't think AMD would really go for ray tracing this hard until RDNA 5. But
okay.
So that's pretty dang good in the same power envelope as the original PS5. I think this is more evidence that the 8800 XT really could be like, 4080 performance for $600, including maybe close to 4080, probably more like 4070 Ti super ray tracing performance. I mean, as long as